I want you to look at the right of the screen there. Without Drew Brees, the last 2 years, give Teddy Bridgewater credit for the 5-0 last year. The Saints are 8-0. With Teddy Bridgewater and now with Taysom Hill, they have not lost a game without their future Hall of Fame quarterback. James Palmer.
You don't need him, apparently, huh?
You
don't need Drew Brees.
You don't need him. As we kind of see this Taysom Hill game evolve, right? A couple of weeks ago against the Falcons, he first start, get his feet wet. Last week, it's run the ball and keep it away from the Broncos in that very odd game. And then yesterday, more of a complete game.
It was, Andrew, and he went into that game with a different mindset than he did in the past. He knew he was going to have to throw the football for the Saints to be successful against Matt Ryan when he was getting all of his weapons back healthy. So the mindset was different, and you heard him there say he was more comfortable, and you heard what Sean Payton said about third down. He was fantastic on third down. He was 11 of 14 for 114 yards and a touchdown and 128 passer rating on third down. A lot of that stems back to during the week. They thought their game plan on third down specifically was really strong. And he used the word funky in terms of some of the looks that the Falcons gave him on third down. But because of the preparation and the way he threw the football, they were really effective. And that was a big difference maker in this game. Specifically also how he used his legs. They used a two-man type of defense quite a bit, and he was licking his chops, he said after the game, Andrew, that he was looking to run the football in those type of situations where he ran the football 14 times for 88 yards. So they were able to use all these different aspects of his skill set. But you saw there with the fumbles, 3 fumbles, one of them lost, took points off the board. Sean Payton said after the game, that is something we have to fix. But one other aspect about this performance, Andrew, is probably the one game in Denver where he was a little bit shaky. That was the trip that Drew Brees did not make. He made the trip to Atlanta, and being at this game, they are on the sideline constantly with one another, and the Saints believe him being there for Taysom Hill does impact his play.
Yeah, good tutor to have, good voice there over your shoulder on the sideline, a guy that's seen just a little bit. How about the offense overall? How it looked, the game plan, maybe perhaps with this guy, with Taysom, that is?
We're starting to see a little bit of a sample size that we can look at with 3 games now, Andrew, and really it looks like this. Taysom Hill loves to go to Michael Thomas. In the 2 games that he was throwing the football, obviously we can throw the Broncos game out, he has over 100 yards. It's almost identical. 9 catches for 104, 9 catches, I believe, for 103. So what he likes to do is go towards Michael Thomas. He said after the game, the perfect safety blanket for a quarterback young in their career. What has changed, though, is how Alvin Kamara is being used. He has just 7 receiving yards in these 3 games with Taysom Hill. He's been targeted, I believe, just 6 times. He's targeted 9 times a game by Drew Brees, and that has been a big difference for Alvin Kamara. But a feather in his cap and why people know he is so talented, Saints players believe if you take one aspect away from him, he's still going to dominate in another aspect, and that's running the football. And the emphasis with Drew Brees out has been to run the football. These 3 games with Taysom Hill are their 3 highest rushing games of the season. The last 2, Andrew, they've gone over 200 yards. And Alvin Kamara has been a big part of that. So maybe he's not getting the looks in the receiving game as much as he would with Drew Brees, but they are getting him touches running the football, and he is still impacting games.
Yeah.